Hey there, everyone. I'm Ben Mankiewicz. Welcome to TCM. For the past 5 hours or so, we've been celebrating the career of horror producer Val Lewton, arguably one of the most influential film producers in Hollywood history. In one 5-year period, starting in 1942, Val Lewton produced 11 films, 9 of them horror movies, or at least terrifying, moody, atmospheric thrillers. Up next tonight, we have the 5th of those 9. It's from 1943, The Ghost Ship. It's the story of a young seaman who signs on to become a junior officer aboard a merchant vessel. But we know from the beginning that it's not going to be smooth sailing. Sorry. Turns out the captain may be unstable, possibly even a killer. During his lifetime, nobody outside of Hollywood really knew the work of Val Lewton. After all, he was a movie producer, not a movie star or even a famous director. But in the years after his death, Val Lewton's contributions, not only to his movies, but to the movies of so many others, became increasingly apparent. Notably, as later generations of movie lovers began to discover Lewton's films, this particular title was not in the mix. Not long after it was released, a couple of writers sued RKO, claiming the script for The Ghost Ship was based on a story they had pitched to Lewton. Lewton insisted they were wrong, but when a judge decided in favor of the writers, RKO had to pay them a settlement, and even more, the studio lost the distribution rights to the film. And it more or less disappeared, vanished for about 50 years, until the 1990s. And when Lewton fans finally got a chance to see this long-lost classic, it certainly did not disappoint, because although it's not a traditional horror film, and there is no element of the supernatural, it still displays all the craftsmanship Lewton's films were famous for. From 1943, starring Richard Dix and Russell Wade, The Ghost Ship.